Hello, brother.
Hey, Kay, what are you doing? Another beautiful day in paradise. Just trying to level as quickly as I can here. Oh, does that include Justaraya? Hey, crack myself up. Oh, okay, cool. Well, in that case, I am just gonna keep leveling here. I worked all weekend. I've been doing all of the work things. How was your guys' weekend? Yeah. Honestly, this is the first time I've really gotten to sit down and get anything done. I hated that I missed Justaria's stream yesterday. Oh, that's good. Buying gifts for people is always fun. Oh, that's good. What time? Well, you guys are in California, so you're 3 hours ahead of me, I think? Right? It's 11 o'clock almost here. No, you'd be 3 hours behind. Yeah, yeah. So it's 8 o'clock for you. Almost 8 o'clock. Oh, okay. It's only a 2 hour difference. Okay. It was a 3 hour difference when I lived in Georgia. Because Georgia's an hour ahead of us. Like Dennis, for Dennis, it's like midnight. And he has to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so he won't be. He probably won't be joining us on stream tonight. Yeah. I mean, time is time. Doesn't matter where you live, you still are subjugated to the time. But you see, I live in the future. Dun dun dun! November 2023 is the last time change. What? Is that a thing? They're doing away with daylight savings time starting this time next year, huh? Huh. I didn't even know that. Yeah, it starts getting dark around 5 o'clock here too. Ugh. So next year they're doing away with all time changes. So in 2004, we won't spring ahead or fall back. Is that right? Wow. So now, so it'll always be getting dark at 5 o'clock then. Like no more, no more sun setting later at night. Means the sun will keep coming up earlier too. Yeah, that just feels right. Right? For the I'm sorry if I yawn a lot. Um, for the longest time I thought I was gonna move to Alaska. Well, I have every intention of sleeping in tomorrow morning. I was gonna. It all depends on how far I get tonight before I get too tired to see the screen. My grandmother actually lives in Arizona, so that's okay with me. And my grandfather, he used to live in Texas and had a ranch out there, so I am a I am acclimated to all the different climates and such. But no, Alaska's the only state in the United States that pays its citizens to live there. Yeah, shoot, I live in Alabama and it's 50 something degrees out here and I still have my air conditioner on. Right. Yeah, I couldn't I'm not good with the heat either. That's why Alaska was on the table of places I wanted to potentially move to. But depending on what time I actually it did actually get pretty cold when we lived in Georgia, but I don't think I ever turned my heat on. Yeah. I think the whole time I've lived in this area, Georgia, Alabama border area, I think I only saw it snow maybe once or twice. And I really miss snow. I love snow. But I have a really really cool concept for a build that I want to try, but I didn't have a. I have been to Colorado. Yes, I've been all over. My dad spent 22 years in the Navy, so we got the luxurious opportunity to travel the country, most of it from military base to military base. But this build that I'm working on, it centers around a ring that I crafted using one of the Lake of Calandra tablets. And I'm convinced, because I searched for the same ring with the same stats on the market, and it, like, either it doesn't exist or nobody would sell it. But maybe when I take a break from leveling, or when I'm done, I'll give more details about it. But basically, I'm convinced that I am creating a build that that can only be created this league. Like, it will not be able to be duplicated ever again. What does he need on the ring, or what stats? Chest. Okay, so the ring is okay, it's one of the rings that has, like, on the left ring slot 30% reduced effective curses on you, and on the right ring slot 30% increased effective curses on you. But it's only got two modifiers on it. It's got maximum life and increased effective curses on me. The ring by itself gives 92% increased effective curses on me. I'm going to combine that with a Rot Blood Promise Unset ring, which socketed gems are supported by level 20 Blasphemy, but curse auras from the socketed skills also affect me. So I'm going to curse myself, and the curse that I'm using is Temporal Chains. And the idea is, well, I'm not 100%. I haven't 100% like, I haven't 100% fleshed it out yet, but basically, like, I'm gonna use a gem that, while I'm cursed, gives me more flask duration, and of course I chose Temporal Change because I'm gonna use a Solstice Vigil amulet. I may have them, but I don't know it enough. But it would not be in Standard League. No, I have the ring. It's just it can only be made by the Lake of Calandra because you need it to. Okay, so here's how I made the ring. You know the reflection tablets, basically the way they work is you stick a piece of jewelry in it, and it puts random modifiers on it and it reflects them so that, they're, either positive or negative, right? Well, there's only one craft in the game. I'm really tired, so I'm trying my best to explain this. The craft in the game gives decreased effective curses on you on a ring. So I crafted that on the ring, and then I put it in the reflecting tablet, and luckily it flipped it from reduced effective curses on me to increased effective curses on me. Like, the idea is to curse myself, right? And yeah. But basically what that's going to do is it's going to give me. I'm going to be using a belt called the Soul Thirst, which I gain Soul Eater during any flask effect. Now the drawback to it is I lose all Eaten Souls when I use a flask. So it's like a poor man's headhunter, but if you use a flask, you lose all the benefits of the of the souls that that you consumed while you were. I am not doing a very good job explaining this right now. I am so sorry. Basically, I'm going to pump flask effect duration as high as I can on all of my flasks, and I'm combining that with Soul Thirst, with a Soul Thirst belt, to give myself basically like a pseudo headhunter, in the way that I gain Soul Eater during any flask effect. And my flasks, the goal is to have the flasks stay on the whole time I run a map. Like, I basically want to press all the flasks one time at the beginning of a map, and then run the map before my flasks run out. So I'll basically be combining a headhunter with a mage blood, in the way that my flasks never turn off, and I'm consistently gaining the buffs of other monsters like a headhunter would. I don't know if I explained that very well. Hey Jess, how you doing, Daddy? I'm glad, because I don't even understand myself, honestly. Honestly, I wasn't even gonna stream tonight. I turned the stream on because I wanted to test the streaming to YouTube as well, because I wanna start building my YouTube channel at the same time as building my Twitch stream. Yeah, the new WoW expansion comes out tomorrow. I'm assuming you're going to be streaming that. And I too am very tired, sir. I am not long for this world before I go to sleep. I actually wanna see if I can see how far I can level this build before I completely am ready to pass out. I'm gonna come back and kill Gravitius later, because I'm not in the mood to die yet. Wastes too much time. I'm not doing too bad so far, about half an hour to where I'm at now. Of course, I'm using extreme twink gear. Oh, Jess, I made some improvements to the cast on crit ice spear build. I'm gonna be doing a stream tomorrow where I'm putting this build together, and I'll show you some of the improvements I made to I'm gonna call it our build now. Yeah. Basically, it's a boss killing machine. Like, it wasn't all like it was already a boss killing machine, but it's rather amazing. I also have a theory for a new skeleton mage build. Thank you. Well, I mean, shoot, you knocked that out of the park. You gave me all the pieces of the puzzle I needed. All I did was put the puzzle together. But what if... Oh, man. What if I made a skeleton mage build where the skeletons were permanent and you didn't have to cast them? What do you think about that? Yeah, doesn't it? The concept is there's a new all right, there's a set of boots where it makes your skeletons permanent and they follow you. So I'm gonna combine those boots and I'm going to put as much as I can in pumping up the skeleton's life and try and like increase their damage using gear and the tree. So I'm gonna be crafting some new bone rings and just trying to get as much into increased monster life or increased minion life as I can, because minions are extremely squishy. But I really feel like if I could make a strong skeleton mage like build and then kind of tweak it a little bit for adding, increased minion life, increased minion resistances, making the minions as tanky as possible. Then, you as the character just runs around and watches your minions just shotgun everything down. It'll be a constant fireworks show and you're just running through the maps, just having a good old time. Templar could actually work for yeah, Templar could actually work for it. The one really great note about the necromancers got nerfed. Well, they still get unholy might as a necromancer, which is really good for survivability. But at the same time, yeah, you're right. Like, we could get unwavering crusade, which gives increased attack and movement speed, increased area of effect, unnerve, intimidate. Radiant Crusade, which will give all of my minions onslaught, and they'll deal more damage. Radiant Faith would be good, which grants armor equal to 160% of reserve life to allies and grants maximum energy shield. But then I'd have to go an energy shield build to make Radiant Faith work. But Unwavering Faith would be huge. And then I'd probably actually go and splurge a little bit and get no, you know what I'd probably do if I went the Guardian route? is allocate Harmony of Purpose on my passive tree and just get the Forbidden Flesh and Forbidden Flame for Unwavering Faith. Because that'd be huge. That would actually be huge. Because, you know, Harmony of Purpose, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Harmony of Purpose, nearby enemies can't gain Power Frenzy or Endurance charges. But me and my party members, which I'm gonna have to research to find out if party members include minions. Because if it does, then I could like pump up my Power Frenzy and Endurance charges and share that with my skeleton mages so they get, you know, of course, more damage and more survivability. So I've gotta finish this build and see if this build will actually work the way I imagine I would like. Ooh, I gotta pay more attention. You got me killed, Justariah. I am died. Totally your fault, by the way. Even though it wasn't your fault, even in the slightest. Oh man, I'm so tired. I think I can get the entire campaign in under 3 hours if I really keep at this pace. No, not under 3 hours. I meant under 4 hours. Oh. I feel like I have to try and be somewhat entertaining just in case. Just in case some random person comes on the stream and they're not like, oh wow, this guy's really boring.
Emotional damage.
Just a quick emotional damage out of nowhere. That's right, I'm not afraid of going into the lab at level 31. I live that life. The lowest level I've ever been when doing the lab was 26. Get wrecked, Azaro. And when I get done wrecking you, I'm gonna go wreck your mama. That's right, I said it. Yo mama. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Time to get wrecked again, Izaro. Oh. Get wrecked. So, Jesseray, are you still with me, buddy? Easy clap. Uh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yeah. So, could you imagine if this build works the way I think it will? And, like, imagine, like, okay, the reason a lot of people like cold skills is because it slows the action speed of monsters, right? But what if I could slow the action speed of monsters down to even slower than if they were chilled? That's kind of like one of the multifaceted goals of this build. Exactly. See, I'm gonna like boost up the effect of temporal chains, and I'm gonna like the ring I'm gonna put it on, the temporal chains, is it's called the Rot Blood ring, and Socket of Gems are supported by level 20 Blasphemy. So imagine, imagine if you will, I just walk around and it slows all the monsters down to almost not moving at all. Wouldn't that be amazing? See, this is my first self-curse build. So if I do make it and I make it work, yeah, because fuck you, Chris. Fuck you. Right in the fluff hole. I'm fluffing you hard, Chris. Because
Boner alert.
See, well, no, here's the thing. Chris is destroying my favorite build in this league. The new league, Ward Loop, is done. I know. I don't understand why Chris hates us. I mean, I've legitimately, like... Okay, so normally, at the end of every league, I have a build apocalypse stream where I take all of my old builds apart. And the reason I do this, before the end of the league is because, like, I know that, like, all the builds that I created during the league are gonna be nerfed. So, anyways, I've decided to not do my build apocalypse this time around and to just work on fixing it. Although I think this league, in particular, will... I think it'll still be... I think it'll be really good. Like, yeah, of course, I won't be able to do Ward Loop anymore because of the changes to jewels. But I think that overall, all the, like, and I'm hoping that they're not going to remove the gems from the unique jewels from the game that they're talking about, like, removing from the drop pool. Because, they have a bad habit of just, like, taking the jewels out altogether. But either way, like, I think that all of my builds will still work in the new league. I just won't be able to recreate some of them in the new league. Like, if I were to keep playing standard, my 2 Ward Loop builds would still work. But I think, like, this new league is going to be, like, an overall buff to every single build out there. See, in my opinion, I think GGG is just out of touch with what players really want. Like, okay, I'm gonna put it to you like this, Chester, and you give me your opinion here, right? If you put the time and the effort it takes to level a character from level 1 to level 100, and you have like really, really, really great gear. I mean, just really great gear. Not necessarily mirror or god tier, but just really great. Like, let's say you farmed up 30 or 40 divines worth of gear. You know, you should be able to feel like a god in the game, right? Like, you should be able to just walk around and kill like the cuz like that's one of the things that made Diablo so much fun, right? Because like when I used to play Diablo 2, and even when I played Diablo 3, and you would do the Mephisto runs and like the Guardian runs and the Rift runs and stuff, like, you just walk through it. I remember just walking noobs through the Mephisto runs in Diablo 2 because like my character was strong. And even with the even with the penalty of having a low member on your team in Diablo 2, I still, I still remember destroying the runs and like power leveling noobs and stuff like that. Like, that was exciting. Like, it felt good to feel like a literal god in the game. And so what? Like, so what? Like, if the game goes too fast for you and all these builds are running around destroying all the end game bosses like it's nothing, like, if you're level 100 and you have 123 points, or yeah, 123 points to put on the tree, right? And you've put the time and you've farmed the gear and you've crafted the gear, and it should no longer be a difficult game anymore. Like, I should be able to take just about any skill on any build, and as long as it's built halfway decent, it should just murk everything. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I'm just ranting to stay awake. But that's just the way I feel about it. Like, reward players for their time. Now, that being said, if there is a sect of players that does not want to feel like a god in the game, then absolutely let them go ruthless. I think the ruthless game mode is like perfect for some people, because they don't necessarily want to feel like, like a god in the game. They just want to feel, they want that feeling of perpetual challenge. So yeah, ruthless mode is great for those people. But especially, and let me tell you, it's the absolute worst thing, is trying to get new people to play this game. Like, poor Dennis. Like, Dennis watches me, like, stream with these builds that I've put, like, hours and, like, hundreds of divine orbs worth of crafting investment and things in. And then, like, I'll just be running through the map and just get one-shot by some random white mob who had, like, a runny nose or something, and sneezed on me, and I just keeled over. And here he is, just struggling to understand the very basics of the game. Like, that's not what you want to do to your new players. That's that unfortunately is the thing that I think that Chris is missing out on, is like, there's still a lot of people that have not played Path of Exile. Yes, cater to the people that have played Path of Exile for, 8, 9, 10 years since it got released, but also cater to the people that have never played this game before, that maybe just heard about it on accident through a Steam reward thing, or, through like a sale on like an advertised sale on a website. Oh, Path of Exile is giving away 200 different MTXs for half price. I could get Dennis past the tree. The thing that killed it for Dennis is like, you know, he's finally, for the first time, he's in maps. But he goes into a tier 1 map and he'll be running around, he'll be having fun, you know, and he's got decent gear. You know, I mean, he's got a solid build. But then he'll just be running around in a random, you know, in a random tier 1 map and just get absolutely dusted by some random mob. It doesn't feel good to spend days leveling a character to finally get to feel the end game a little bit and just immediately get murked. Like there's such a huge like discrepancy in difficulty from when you finish Act 10. It's a very trying game. But yeah, the you know, the difference, the feeling of the game changes so much from like Act 10 to tier 1 maps. You know, like you finish Act, you know, you get all the way to Kitava, you have a hard boss fight, you die a few times, but you know, here you are, you're like, yeah, I finally got through the campaign, I can do this. And then like you might happen to get into your first map and just get absolutely decimated because 1, you never had the 60 resistance penalty. 2, like you didn't have a reason before to like really invest in defenses in your gear. And 3, most new players just don't know how to stack offense, which is the most difficult part of this game. People tell you it's the defenses, but I'm telling you, the hardest thing in this game is to stack enough attack to kill bosses. Oh man. I'm reading this chat. I just don't think I can go through leveling to 90 one more time. Alright, bro Chacha, we're gonna head to bed. We're up most of the time. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Actually, I'm gonna go to bed too myself here. I'm probably gonna get to the town here, and I'm gonna call it a day. I'll probably resume streaming early in the morning when I wake up. So if you guys happen to see the stream on, you know, say hey. But all right, guys. You guys have a great night, and thank you for coming and visiting me.
Bye, have a great time.